All right, everybody. So this is Marcus Hain, and this course that you guys are going to be taking is all about how to make a living playing daily fantasy sports. So let's go ahead and get started with the first section. This is just going to be an introduction on daily fantasy sports, what all the hype is about, and I'm sure if you're already this far into the course, you've got a pretty good idea of what all the hype is about. So let's start with the commercials. Come on now, we've all seen the commercials, DraftKings, FanDuels, and tons of other sites. And on the commercials, you see real life players winning tons of money. And you either have one of two things going through your mind. One, how do I do it? Or two, is this some kind of scam? Well, believe it or not, it can be you too that can be winning these types of amounts of money that other people have been able to win. It's just a matter of getting the right strategies and guidance in order to put a system in place for you to achieve similar results. And that's exactly what this course is about. So let me go ahead and move to the next slide where I'll kind of share a lot of the things that you're going to be learning with this course. So the first and most important thing that you're going to be learning is projecting players with the greatest accuracy. So if you've ever played a daily fantasy sports league, even entered a contest or any of that stuff, you know how inaccurate the projections are, whether you're playing your own fantasy league on ESPN or Yahoo, or you're trying to simply join another daily contest. Just because they say a quarterback is going to get 22 fantasy points on that week, that absolutely means nothing. It just means someone similar to you and me who is an expert and crunches numbers for a living at a company like ESPN or Yahoo or one of these sites came up with this projection on this week based on a number of different factors. So these projections aren't always accurate, and this course is going to aim to teach you how to get the most accurate system in place so that you can project players with the greatest accuracy. The second biggest thing that we're going to be working on is how to turn a profit during each session while you play daily fantasy sports. While this is for the passion of the game and it's quite enjoyable, I'm sure it must get tiring losing hundreds of thousands of dollars every season because you cannot turn a profitable season. And you're going to be astonished to hear that it's not as hard as you guys think it is. It's not luck and it's not like winning the lottery. It's just about crunching the numbers and making the right decisions. The third thing that you're going to learn from this course is making informed decisions based on matchups. So oftentimes there's a lot of misconceptions, myths, and things that are misconstrued in the public eye just based on matchups. And we're going to clear all those out for you and exactly tell you what elements of matchups to look at and how to really determine what things are important. The next thing that you're going to know is exactly what variables that you should be studying, researching, and looking for each week based on each of the sports that I'm going to be covering here. That's a crucial element of success on these fantasy leagues, and you want to be sure that you're looking at the proper factors and situationals before making a decision. And lastly, you're going to learn how to dominate daily fantasy sports like never before. So to move on, I'm going to share with you 3 different sports. And I'm not one of those experts that's going to come out here and say that I can help you make money on every single sport, every single league, every single fantasy game that's going on, whether it's esports, video gaming sports, PGA Tour. I am not one of those guys. I can dominate 3 sports, and those are the only 3 sports that I will be sharing with you. If you want to get into PGA or hockey or soccer or something else, I am not the right guy to do it because I do not have the knowledge and successful track record to show you guys how to exactly handle those leagues. But the 3 that I will be covering are baseball, the MLB season, basketball, the NBA season, and football, which is the NFL season. And by playing all these 3 things together, you will be busy throughout the year. So some people might be asking what the various difficulties of this course might be. Well, let me break it down for you guys. Although it might seem very intimidating and terrifying even at first, daily fantasy sports aren't really that complicated. As long as you have a strategy in play and you manage your money properly and follow the steps that are in this course, you will be successful without having to think too hard or even spend too much time. It's a lot easier than you might see at first. Lastly, who is this course for? Well, this course is for any sports enthusiast who has the passion and determination to succeed and wants to profit playing daily fantasy sports. If that sounds like you, you're in the right place.